The release of the Phantom Liberty 550 in 2023, which will mark the end of the game's development cycle, will be bittersweet for the Cyberpunk 2077 universe. However, from what has been revealed about the expansion thus far, it appears that the game will be ending on a high note. Phantom Liberty hasn't received much attention from CD Projekt Red up to this point, but certain theories can be discerned by looking at the movie trailers and other recent information. Despite the surge in popularity following Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, CDPR has declared that this DLC will be the first and last for Cyberpunk 2077. Fortunately, the creator does have some exciting content in the works, including a remade version of the first Witcher game as well as a brand new game called Project Orion that is set in the same universe. While waiting for the DLC for Cyberpunk 2077, one can play Cyberpunk-themed RPGs like Cyborg, but looking at all the hints that have been revealed thus far may also help to calm some agitation. When will the Phantom Liberty 550 for Cyberpunk 2077 be available? Phantom Liberty 550 for Cyberpunk 2077 will be available sometime in 2023, though no specific date has been set. Since the year has only just begun, the launch could be up to 10 months away. However, it is much more likely that Phantom Liberty will launch in the second half of 2023. Fans most likely would have received a specific release date by now, or at the very least, more frequent teasers, if CDPR had planned the DLC's release in advance. As a result, the Phantom Liberty release window for fall 2023 currently seems to be the most likely. Phantom Liberty 550 gameplay demo and trailer for Cyberpunk 2077. The second cinematic trailer for Cyberpunk 2077, which debuted during the Game Awards 2022 and is now available to watch on the game's YouTube channel, provides some exciting reveals about Phantom Liberty in Cyberpunk 2077, despite the Polish developer not being particularly forthcoming about when the DLC release date is. The video's overarching theme is one of melancholy and paranoia, and it includes scenes of burning cars and buildings as well as Johnny Silverhand's perfectly in character monologue of cynicism. NUSA President Rosalind Myers seems to share the concern of the Night City rockstar regarding a plan by saying that they can only rely on one person. Solomon Reed, who is portrayed by Idris Elba, is revealed to be that person. In a portrayal of an ends justify the means mentality that is remarkably illustrative of Night City, Reed claims that their only choice is to set a city called Dogtown ablaze, and that peace comes at a price. Additionally, there are some pictures that appear to show new gameplay elements. For instance, V dons a strange mask that is reminiscent of the braindance technology from Cyberpunk 2077. A proper vehicle combat scenario is implied by the high-speed shootout. How much will the DLC for Phantom Liberty in Cyberpunk 2077 cost? The DLC for Cyberpunk 2077 is expected to be CDPR's most expensive expansion to date. This might be an accurate representation of both the contents and the cost of Phantom Liberty. It will surpass even the Blood and Wine DLC from The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, which cost $20, assuming the DLC size matches its production budget. Given the general inflation since the 2016 release of Blood and Wine, it is almost certain that the Cyberpunk 2077 expansion will cost more than this amount. Depending on how comprehensive the DLC is, the price range might even reach upwards of $30. Phantom Liberty 550 story information for Cyberpunk 2077. The Phantom Liberty trailers have thankfully provided the community with a sizable amount of content to discuss until specifics like price and release date are confirmed. It has some intriguing ramifications, specifically that the DLC is located in Dogtown, Pacifica. The Pacifica district is probably the most dangerous because it is home to the Voodoo Boys, one of several gangs in Cyberpunk 2077's Night City. Due to a lack of law enforcement, it is a haven for anarchy, and the Voodoo Boys themselves pose a serious threat due to their superior netrunning skills and tendency to double-cross others. The fact that Pacifica is also the location of the combat zone makes the situation even more intriguing. The region is notorious in Night City history because it was once a battlefield and is currently a completely lawless area. The most elite task force in Cyberpunk 2077, Max TAC, would not even consider entering this area because it is believed to be the NCPD's detention facility for the most ruthless cyberpsychos. However, the trailer shows Max TAC poised for battle, which might indicate the situation has become critical. V can actually locate the combat zone's entrance in Pacifica, where they can overhear an NPC discussing how terrifying it is. Even Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves from Phantom Liberty offer some fascinating insights into the DLC. Solomon Reed, a FIA agent for the NUSA, is the character Elba will play. Knowing about his connections to President Myers, it would appear that he holds a lot of sway in the Cyberpunk 2077 world. However, the themes of espionage and stealth in the expansion make strange sense together. A government agent typically wields some degree of influence over the populace, so the NUSA is in serious trouble if V and Reed are hiding out of fear of some Night City punks. CD Projekt Red appears to be going all out on Phantom Liberty because it is the first and final expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. This DLC appears to have the potential to set a new benchmark for the gaming industry, especially if it expands on these Cyberpunk 2077 characters. It has the biggest budget in the developer's history and a setting rife with themes of anarchy, secret intelligence, and high-intensity action. The Phantom Liberty from Cyberpunk 2077 appears to be on track for both its 2023 release and overall success, though some details are still missing from the picture. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and support my channel.